A lot of people ask me, why did I have all my children at home? And there's many reasons why I made those decisions with me and my husband, but even before I got with him, I was sold on the idea. One was because my mother had me through cesarean because I was a breech baby. But she later learned, and as I did research as well, that one, you can have a baby that's breech. You can give birth to a baby vaginally if it's breech. Two, you can also do different positions and, move your baby around with your hands, move your baby around with your body so that your baby can move and come out with his head first. And so after she found that out, she was like, it's best to just have your baby at home. Which leads me to my next point of why I didn't want to do a hospital, because hospitals are for emergencies. So if I'm just having a baby naturally, it's not an emergency. There's nothing wrong going on. So there would be no need for me to go. You can get the process started. Another reason is I didn't want to have my baby in a place like a hospital. The hospital is full of germs. There's people sick everywhere. I didn't want to bring a newborn baby into the world in an environment like that. I wanted them to be home, where it was safe. Which leads me to my next point of where when you're at your home, you can completely control your environment. You can have who you want there, however many people. You can decorate it how you want. You can move how you want. And especially now with Corona and the restrictions of how many people you can have in the room, you can still now have as many people as you want in your own home. I also was thinking about the ride home after you have a baby, and I was like, I don't want to be hitting all those bumps coming back home from the hospital. Like with all my children, I got out of the pool, I got off the floor, and then I got into bed. So I was like, I certainly don't want to be riding down the street. Then I thought about the cost. It's ridiculous how much they're charging for you to give birth to your baby in hospital. It's just ridiculous. And then the upcharge of having C-sections gets big, which they push on everyone. Oh, your baby's breech, have a C-section. It's just like, it's a big thing to upcharge you to a C-section. And I wasn't interested in trying to have a C-section at all. So I said, well, I'm going to stay at home unless it was absolutely necessary. And it didn't become necessary. And my mind wasn't even trying to make it necessary. I'm a firm believer in you bring about what you think about. So I brought about healthy, safe home birth. And so that's what I had. Another thing, in hospitals, the hospital is a business first. They're about making money first. And so they're trying to get you to have your baby and then get you out next. We need that room for the next person trying to have a baby so they can get you out. And how they do that is they give you Pitocin. If you're not moving fast enough, which doesn't even make sense, the baby's going to come when it's ready. Then they say, okay, here, I'm going to give you this drug, which speeds up your, people call them contraction. I like to call them waves. And so they're extremely painful because what happens when you're giving birth, when you're in labor, they start off slow and they can gradually, increase in pressure. So the waves gradually increase in pressure. And so then your body is prepared for at the end when the waves are just, coming right back to back. But when you start off with them coming back to back, your body is not ready for that. And that's going to be very painful. I wasn't interested in that. Also, what I've seen in movies my whole life, and it never made sense to me, was I'm standing up and a baby should be coming out of me, but I'm gonna lay back down and have gravity help me get this baby out. That doesn't make sense. So I never understood the lay on the table theory. I always think you should stand or squat or be on your 4 knees or something like that. So that didn't make sense to me either. So yeah, I have wrote down all my personal birth stories in my book, Home is Where the Birth Is, the stories of my 6 home births and how you can do it too. You can get it at the link below, but I just wanted to share, why I chose the home birth, and hopefully I can inspire someone to have a home birth too. Or if you had an experience and you want possibly a different one or a better one, you can have a home birth too. All right, remember, home is where the birth is.